This is IB Sports. I'm BJ Griffin. This is Rel Gibson. Week 10 NFL picks. We're going to start with the Thursday night football game. Baltimore Ravens versus our Atlanta Falcons. This game should be just real fun to watch. The key here, Atlanta's pass defense, pretty bad. And the Baltimore Ravens have a lot of weapons with their pass game. But Atlanta's at home here, and Matt Ryan has only lost once at home. A little bit concerned with how well our offense is going to be able to produce because Roddy White is out with is doubtful with that knee injury, and we may be able to contain Ray Rice here because our rush defense isn't bad. It's ranked 6th in the NFL. I'm going to pick the Atlanta Falcons. Biggest reason because they are at home and the Falcons win at home. What is your pick for this game?
Falcons.
All right.
Straight up. Automatically. Only because they're well, last week they beat Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay talking about the best team in the NFC, so
Oh yeah.
we go ahead and got that a little conference lead. So yeah. ACL all the way.
Yep. Leading the NFC South now. Let's go to the next game. Cincinnati Bengals versus the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh.
Yeah,
well.
Colts. Colts 3rd ranked pass offense in the NFL. And Jacob Tamme is doing real good replacing Dallas Clark. He had over 100 yards receiving in the Eagles game and that Eagles win. So I'm gonna go with the Colts because they're explosive. Who do you have for this game?
I'm going with the Colts also. Even though it might be a better second half game than first half game. The Colts they play the whole game, but as far as the Bengals, of course this past game against the Steelers, they almost won. See, they came back in the second half, and I think I said this earlier this season on another IB Sports segment that the Cincinnati Bengals were a second half playing team. First half they don't do really anything at all, but second half they put up the points and they do what they have to do to get themselves back in the game, but they don't do what they have to do to win. Also T.O., he's been beast in the last 5 games. I think he had like 48 receptions, 718 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So this guy's been beast in the last 5 games, but we have not seen yet Chad Ochocinco. You're doing pretty much better when you were Johnson, so I think you might want to put that last name back because he didn't in that Steelers game. He didn't catch his first pass until the last drive, which was 15 yards, and that was his only reception of the game. So I think he needs to produce if they want to even have a chance of winning this game. But I'm gonna go with the Colts here.
Yeah, Chad definitely playing like Robin in that relationship. We was talking about the other day. How are you going to come to his team and call yourself Batman? We should be Batman and Robin, man, but I'm Batman. It's my team. What are you talking about? But anyway, next game, Detroit Lions at the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to go Lions.
Yeah, I'm going to go Lions too. These guys, they actually underestimated me this season with their performance. I thought they was going to just do horribly, but these guys, whoever they play, they put up a fight. And they're going against the Bills. I believe they'll win this fight. So, yeah.
Yeah, both teams barely lose their games, but Detroit's offense is explosive, surprisingly explosive, and I think it may be a little bit too explosive for Baltimore. I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. New York Jets at the Cleveland Browns. Patrick Hillis with 184 yards rushing against the Patriots in that Patriots victory. The Jets have the 4th best rushing defense, and I think they can neutralize Patrick Hillis with that. Plus, the Jets just have too many playmakers on both sides of the ball for Cleveland, in my opinion. So I'm gonna have to go with the New York Jets to pull away with this victory. Who do you got?
I'm with you on this one also. I'm going with the Jets. The Browns, when they're underestimated, they freaking like when they went against New England, yeah. They went in against them and won that game. But I believe the Jets are just, far more too powerful for the Cleveland Browns. So I'm gonna go with New York on this one.
All right. Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jags. Houston. Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. Bears' third-ranked rush defense may be able to neutralize Adrian Peterson. And both quarterbacks just make so many mistakes. We know Brett Favre likes to throw his picks. And Jay Cutler, this guy, oh man. When he decided to throw the ball to D'Angelo Hall like he was the receiver on his team, that was ridiculous. But I'm going to go Chicago here because they're at home and Vikings still working things out, although they were able to pull out the win in the last second against Arizona. Who do you have for this?
Chicago. Vikings, too many things going on right now with that franchise, that team. It's kind of seems everybody's leaning towards the coach getting fired. Everybody's leaning towards Brett Favre. Some people leaning towards his injuries. Some people leaning towards coach getting fired, and everybody's not synced together with this. So I'm going with the Bears.
Okay. Another big matchup here. Tennessee Titans versus the Miami Dolphins. Good game here.
This is a good game. We can see if Randy Moss will be the key player in this, to see how he does. First game. This guy's played with 3 different teams in one season.
That's ridiculous.
It's
crazy.
Ridiculous. I'm gonna go with the Titans on this. See how this one. You know what I'm saying? See how this game matches out. But I'm liking the Titans on this one. What about you?
Okay, Titans pretty good pass rush, ranked fourth in sacks, but the Miami Dolphins pretty solid offensive line, 4th ranked offensive line. So will they be able to get to Miami's quarterback? That's going to be the big matchup here. I think they will. I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans also. Carolina at the Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay, even though they lost.
Yeah.
Carolina. Well, first of all, Tampa Bay has a pretty bad rush defense, ranked 31st, and yeah, it's pretty bad. And but the Bucks secondary is pretty good, and I think that's gonna totally stop Jimmy Clausen for being able to complete anything. He's already making mistakes. So I don't think he's going to be able to pass the ball. And while you could make an argument that Carolina might be able to make something happen against Tampa Bay's poor rush defense, D'Angelo Williams is doubtful for this next game. He still has that foot injury. Wow. And so I don't think they're going to be able to do a whole lot. I have Tampa Bay winning this game. All right, next game. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos.
Kansas City.
I'm going to go Kansas City also. There's a mistake here. The Broncos actually have the 31st ranked rush defense. And I believe Tampa Bay has the 30th ranked rush defense. They're like right next to each other. They're both pretty bad. But Kansas City's Kansas City's offense centers around their ability to run the ball with Jamal Charles and Thomas Jones, so if they can't stop the run, they're not going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Next match, St. Louis Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers.
St. Louis.
Rams, Sam Bradford, doing big things, looking a lot better. Dallas Cowboys versus New York Giants.
Giants.
Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm gonna go Cardinals. 'Cause Cardinals are at home.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Cardinals.
Yeah, played Minnesota close. Yeah, I say that they pull that out. A pretty big game here. New England Patriots versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This is a pretty good game. Who's at home, man?
Pittsburgh.
That's why they're gonna win. Pittsburgh is at home.
Yep. New England, another bad rush defense. They let Patrick Hillis, the running back for the Browns, as I said earlier, they let him run for 184 yards. So if he's able to do all that, I mean, he's not bad, but he's pretty good actually. If he's able to do all that, imagine what Rashard Mendenhall and the Steelers are going to be able to do against them. I'm going to go with the Steelers also, and they're at home, so it's hard to win in Heinz Field. Monday Night Football. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Redskins.
I'm like, oh, this guy Vic is so Eagles. I don't even know like how to explain what this guy. That's how I get so amped, because this guy came back off this return. This man just went ham. Like
the combination of Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson. When these guys hook up, they are magic. They can score down the field like at will. These guys are sick. Plus you got Macklin on the other side, real solid receiver. These guys might be, when everybody's healthy, they might be the most explosive offense in the NFL. Not even just the NFC. You can quote me. You can put quotations next to that. Most explosive offense in the NFL when everybody's healthy. They just look good. And the Redskins, they have a pretty bad pass defense. 31st ranked pass defense. I gotta go with the Eagles.
Eagles got to.
Yeah. So
Eagles, Philadelphia.
The Browns. Yeah, that's it for our Week 10 NFL picks. Make sure to subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. This is IB Sports. I'm BJ Griffin. This is Rel Gibson.